Good evening, ladies and gentle people of the YouTube. If you aren't aware, I am Matt the StarCraft, and I have a nice little ladder match for you. A 1v1 between OoFooFighter, great band, don't know who he is though, and our blue Protoss in the upper left-hand corner, Liquid Huck. Everybody knows and loves him, one of the greatest Protoss players out there next to MC. Haven't seen too much from him at the tournaments lately, but I'm sure that won't last too long. As I said, this is going to be a ladder match. This is going to be on Shakura's Plateau, which is one of my favorite maps. I'm so glad they did not get rid of this map in Season 3 like they did a few others. Well, primarily just Metalopolis. I understand their reasoning. I just wish the maps that they put in were just a bit better than they are. But, of course, it's all personal opinion, and I personally just dislike a good chunk of the maps that are in there. And again, that really doesn't matter, as when the tournaments roll around, they have their own particular map pools, and such as IC Cup Test Bug and whatnot that you won't see on the ladder, and that's really all that matters when it comes to casting. But Shakura's Plateau is actually seen in all tournaments and ladder matches, so I couldn't be happier, and I'm glad to see it. I'm looking forward to this match. This map allowing a lot of macro-oriented style of play. Run racks expand, 2 gateway pressure and expand. Typically, you see players really just grab or go for a macro-oriented style of play, as the size of the map really makes early pressure difficult, especially if you spawn cross positions. Now, granted, they didn't spawn cross positions, but still, to hike your army all the way this way, unless you're going for very quick air, can be such a daunting task. And I wouldn't be surprised if both of these players decided to do some sort of macro-oriented play. Now, while these guys are doing their openings, just a few things. Once I hit the 200 subscriber mark, I want everybody to remember that I am going to be giving away a Steam game. What that Steam game is going to be up to you guys. Going to be chasing that probe out of there, as he does a little bit of SCV harassment, but doesn't get a kill, and now he has the Marine on the way. So far, I've heard like a vote now for Magicka. Maybe once I get that 200 subscriber mark, I'll put up a video where you guys can click, and that'll register as a vote as to what you guys want. I'd really be excited to see what game you want. Also, I have a nice new little series coming after the 200 subscriber mark. Yes, I will be finishing Amnesia: The Dark Descent and peeing my pants professionally for your entertainment, as I have been saying. I'm looking forward to getting through that game potentially as quickly as possible, as damn, that game's scary. But other than that, I do have a new series coming only when I hit 200 subscribers. It is going to be an interactive series, so I'm super excited to do that. I can't wait. I don't want to ruin it and tell you what it is. I want you guys to know, once I hit that 200 subscriber mark, I'm going to have an interactive series for all my viewers and subscribers. And all my subscribers will be one of you, or maybe even multiple. I'm not sure, depending on the game that's chosen that you want me to give away. I will be doing one or more giveaways. I'd like, the most I'd do is 4. I'd probably grab a 4-pack of the game to give away to everybody, and maybe we'll just, we'll have a little thing, whoever wins those games, we can all jump in the same game, we can play a bit. That would be a lot of fun. But that's neither here nor there. That is going to be only if I hit this 200 subscriber mark. It does look like OoFooFighter is going to be doing that 1 Ratchet expand build I did mention, and he's going to be dropping a bunker here just for defense, so he can drop his Marines in here. And it does look like, Huck has decided to grab an early Stalker just to do some poking, but quickly going to be warded away as that bunker dropped down. Perfect timing, as is typical for High Masters or Grandmasters player. And Huck himself is going to be doing a 1 gateway expand, it looks like, saving up his chrono boost, as you can see up here. Hasn't used it on the cybernetics course, so not really worrying about too much about doing like an early gateway push. Really dancing his probe around, keeping his APM oh so very high. And it looks like he's going to be doing a small variation on the 3 gateway expand build. Going to be grabbing the Nexus first, and going to be popping up those extra 3 gateways. And now I hear chrono boost being put on. I do believe it is the Nexus. Yes, it is. And going to be grabbing a lot of sentries. That could be quite telling if you do scout the sentries what he's doing, but I do not believe he knows. In fact, no, he doesn't. As you can see, he is dropping a 2nd bunker. Not quite sure if he's doing some sort of 4-gate or 3-gateway push. So very smartly, since he's playing blindly, grabbing that bunker. I like that play by OoFooFighter. Just allows him to kind of be prepared for almost anything, and he can grab this. I think it's for 75% of its cost back. Yes, it is. And he does have a Reaper going, and the use of that at this point in the game is just purely scouting, as he doesn't want to waste any more of his energy on scans, as he has been putting them purely on mules, and that's pretty much what he wants to do. Just in case Huck does intend to push, he will be able to kind of fight it back at this point. A good 4-gate would be showing up pretty much around now, if not a little bit sooner, around the 6:30 mark, around 6:30 to 7-minute mark it'd be showing up, but he's not sure. Grabbing a missile turret to grab any observers. And so, like I said, this Reaper is purely just to get scouts, as he doesn't want to do any scans, and now we'll see what he sees. Another great thing about the Shakura's Plateau, if you guys are spawned in this position where you guys are at the 2 upper or the 2 lower corners, you can use this alleyway as a Terran to do either drops with medevacs or grab a Reaper harass. So he's scooting in here. He is going to see those sentries, and that there can be quite telling. That he has not burned a lot of minerals on an army, but he wants to make quadruple sure, and is going to be scanning and scouting on in here. Going to see 2 sentries there, and there he's going to see a total of 5 sentries. It is 6, but I think he only saw 5. And that right there, that's all he needs to know, as that is plenty. 5 to sentries or more just tells him right away that he has in fact expanded. Not using many minerals on army, purely saving them up. So we'll see how he reacts to that. There's a 6-gate going on now, and it does look like he is recycling his bunker smartly, in fact, as he doesn't need it. Now he knows there's no big pressure going to be coming. Can just save the money, get some of that money back, use it for more economy or more tech, and just push up there. You can see he is grabbing concussive shells, combat shield, level 1 infantry armor, and a starport. So you're going to expect very heavy Marine Marauder, and against a very gateway-centric build, this is pretty much the end-all, be-all. Those concussive shells destroy stalkers like they are nothing. So if he decides that he wants to come across, and he is going to be facing a good chunk of Gateway Army, which he has scanned, and does see that he's going into a 6-gate, does have a Forge and a Twilight Council for those charge lots in the back, knows that that's what's coming, so knows to continue doing what he's doing, grabbing that bio army to really just decimate a gateway heavy army. Perhaps we'll see some Immortals or Colossus. I'd like to see the Colossus tech go down, as that really will destroy bio focused army, but it looks like Huck is going to straight up just go this way. Huck known to more experiment when he's playing ladder, not necessarily go for what wins, but go for what he wants to try out, see what it's like to do particular variations on builds. And it does look like that OoFooFighter thinks it's quite safe to push on out right now. He's going to be hitting a nice little timing window, as his stim pack has finished and his combat shield just finished as well, and his +1 is all set, so knows that he's going to be ready, and that Huck is not going to have that right now, as he did do 3 gateway into expand, didn't go for that early tech. Now granted, that tech is on the way, but is not going to be there yet, and knows that this is exactly when he wants to push, as he's going to have a small upgrade advantage on his opponent, and he's going to kind of catch him off guard. And now one of the medevacs is going to be showing up, so he wants to push very soon before any of the upgrade hits. And even if they do, he's still going to have that +1 weapons, and that armor is going to be finished as well. It does look like the Mobius reactor is going to be dropping as well, so he does have ghosts on the way, going to be used primarily for the EMP to shut down shields on his army, as again he does know it's going to be heavy gateway, so shutting down the shields can really decimate Huck at this point. And it looks like he's going to be going for a drop, but that observer is going to see that, and it does look like Huck has stalkers at the ready. And OoFooFighter, being a good player, excuse me, is going to know that this is here. If he's playing on the correct settings and keeping an eye on, he knows the observer is going to be there. So pushing out with this, he should know that Huck is probably going to know it's going to be there. So we'll see how he reacts. He's going to be scooting up, and now he's going to be scooting away. So I think he did catch a glimpse of those stalkers before Huck was able to pull them back, and he's going to be emptying out at the Zelnaga Watchtower, and he himself is going to be pulling his troops back, wants to make sure he meets at the Zelnaga Tower, and the observer, seeing that, wants to try and catch as many of his troops at a place as possible. So Huck trying to engage here. He is going to take out 1 Marine before he even gets a stalker kill, stimming though to get back at his to the safety of his rest of his army and medevacs. Wow, lost of words. And all the while, Huck grabbing a sneaky third here, dropping a bunch of pylons. Wow, that's a lot of pylons there, Huck. But they're all proxy. He's got a proxy pylon over here, it does look like. So if in case he wants to make a push, which it looks like he may be getting ready to do, will be able to do that. The observer just sitting at the front door. One of the benefits of being able to just play Protoss is having observers all over the map and having map control, without the enemy being able to do too much about it, since he doesn't want to burn his energy on the scans. Now moving up to the Zelnaga Watchtower again. Huck kind of just regrouping, getting ready. He does have High Templar on the field right now, but does he have Storm? No, he does not. So they'll be useful for feedback, and turning into Archons. Could potentially feedback the medevacs, as that would make the stims a lot more dangerous. And he does feedback them, but he still has 2. He could stim if he wants. Gonna get a few free kills here. Huck is gonna be not really prepared for this giant army. Great force field splitting up that army, trapping a bunch of his units, allowing him to get up there, but the concussive shells are really screwing over a lot of those sentries. And that sentry, a hero sentry, nice job, Huck, dropping 3 really clutch force fields there, sacrificing his life for that. And now he lost a few medevacs on the push in, but these force fields are not going to last forever, and he's going to be pushing up here, and he needs to do something. Huck needs to be able to fight this off, dropping a bunch of zealots at the front, just trying to make sure they absorb as much damage as possible. But I really think OoFooFighter is going to be able to win this push, and he is. So that is going to be game, guys. Good game by him. He was just actually grabbing his 3rd during that push, so macroing up behind that, as all good players do. Sadly, Huck may have been better for him to grab an army. He did know the side of the army when he grabbed his 3rd, so I'm curious as to what his thoughts behind it. But again, Huck more of an experimenter on ladder than anything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed that replay. Again, I am looking forward to the 200 subscriber mark so I can give away some games and announce my new series. So I'm super duper psyched about that. I'll see you guys next cast, and remember to subscribe if you even mildly enjoy my stuff. I hope to see you guys next cast, and I'll see you later.